Dora returns to her luxurious flat in London's fashionable Belgravia. She smiles smugly, knowing that tomorrow's reviews will be good ones. The Hollywood whiz kid who directed the film never seems to get a bad write-up. She is no longer the youngest, yet claims never to have had cosmetic surgery in her life. In fact, she still commands star billing and has survived 4 marriages. She finds an unsolicited letter underneath her door, which she proceeds to read out aloud.
Dear Dora Berber, I hope the premiere of your new film went well tonight. With a cast like that and such a very talented director to match, I can't imagine it could have gone any other way. I heard about the opening ceremony on the radio tonight. How I would have loved to be there, but the likes of me don't get invited to places like that, mind you. I wouldn't have been able to go even if I could have wrangled a ticket. Did you enjoy meeting the dashing Earl of Avon? He's a lovely man, isn't he? Well, that's what your old friend Evelyn Lay told me the night I met you, but that was quite some time ago. I have never stopped loving you despite what happened. I have put a photograph of myself on your mantelpiece. Do you still remember me after all this time? We shall be meeting again much sooner than you might imagine. Faithfully yours.
I wouldn't think about calling the police if I were you, dear Dora. I would like you not to scream. Please don't scream. I have a loaded gun in my pocket and I have taken the liberty of disconnecting your phone.
A loaded gun? Aren't you just pleased to see me? A loaded gun? How dare you! You skinny little rat! You cowardly, dastardly person! A loaded gun and me, a defenseless woman!
Well, I don't believe in taking risks. Not anymore. Not after what happened the last time. Oh no. And don't think about shouting. Please don't think about shouting. Did you recognize me from the photograph I left on your mantelpiece?
No, I did not. And please, take off that silly mask while you're talking to me.
I will, when I'm good and ready. Here's a little clue as to my identity. I once had the pleasure of spending the most part of one teeny-weeny evening in your delightful company.
I spent many evenings in the company of many men. Now, why exactly should I remember you?
I don't know, perhaps you don't remember, but I do. It's indelibly inscribed, etched, burned, as it were, into my memory, scorched into my mind's eye. So try as hard as I might, I never ever can forget it.
Bully for you! And just how did you manage to break into my flat?
Oh, that was easy, dead easy. I have a pass key. I've got a new job. By a singular coincidence, I am now the caretaker of this block of flats.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure if you would keep this new job of yours for very long.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Nobody wants the job anyway.
Oh, really?
What makes you think I'm going to keep the job for very long? I suppose you're wondering what it is that I want and who I am.
Well, it had crossed my mind. And can you please hurry up about it? I am a busy woman. I had planned to indulge in a little beluga, caviar, pour myself a glass of vintage champagne, and look at a stack of my latest scripts. Oh, hold on, what is this? Bloody Betty Davis gets top billing when it should be me on top! Oh,
you, it might surprise you to know that I once entertained thoughts about being an actor. I slaved for 2 years working in a steel yard in Glasgow, saving up for an audition to go to RADA. I actually passed the audition. My lecturer said I was very good. I could have had a career as an actor, but I only did 1 term. You know what that was? I had an accident, a very bad accident, an accident that you were responsible for.
Me? Oh, really? Oh, come on. So many talentless people these days all want to be actors. Anyway, so I'm the one who apparently caused your accident. Oh, I am so sorry. And exactly how did that accident come about?
Well, one of our lecturers, an old ham, fan of yours by the name of Edward Lionheart, one day decided that he would give his 4 favourite students a day out at the theatre. We're all a bit broke, you see. His idea of a treat was to see you in a no-coward play. I've got to admit, as soon as you stepped on stage, I thought you were possibly one of the most beautiful women I had ever seen. Then, it was obvious that you had star quality. I have to candidly admit, you certainly were not the best stage actress I'd ever seen. For a start, you could never lose that German accent of yours, could you?
Ha! I used to be the leading actress in my own country once. No one could outbrecht me. Not even Lotte Lenya was ever in my league. Anyway, I did that play as a favor to dear old Noel. Not that it is any of your business, mind you.
Yes, I remember Mr. Lionheart saying as much. In fact, I can recollect his exact words. He said, well, I've got to admit, I don't think that dear Dora is the greatest stage actress in the world, but she's pretty good, and she has that special something. Besides, my boys, she is destined for it. Pretty soon she's going to be something pretty big in the movies.
Yes, I remember having signed a contract with MGM not long after that production. But anyway, where is that leading us? Lieber Gott im Himmel, I'm running out of patience. Don't you English ever get to the point?
We get to the point when we are good and ready. Besides, what's the hurry? We have all the time in the world. Besides, I am not English. The night in question, we came back here to this flat, this very room, to attend an after party. The first time I'd ever met you. I had never been in a room with so many famous people in it before. It might surprise you to know that I come from a very humble, working class background. I come from a little place called Restelrigg in Edinburgh.
Do you know? Restelrigg sounds about right for you. Anyway, yes, I do remember now, it all falls back into place. It was indeed a long time ago. In fact, I had just bought that flat. Ah, dear darling Edward, he was an old flame of mine. Anyway, he had a habit of bringing back his prospective bum boys to every party in my house. And I vividly recollect one of these boys was you. You were the skinny, intense one with the funny accent and the unruly eyebrows. And you also whispered in my ear that it was love at first sight. And you also said to me, I shall walk to the ends of the earth for you. So that was quite hilarious.
I was very young and naive, idealistic. I was then. Perhaps I've become a bit more cynical in my old age. I remember you also allowed me to give you a kiss.
I kissed many men.
Women as well, from what I've heard. Do you remember what it was that you said to me?
Yes, I remember very well what I said. In fact, I had recited some extracts from Oscar Wilde's Salome for my party piece. And I said to you teasingly, bring me the head of a lion from the earth of the earth, young man, and I shall love you forever.
Would you care to look into that imaginary box down there by your chaise lawn?
Oh my! It is indeed a lion's head!
Well, I did say I would get it for you, no matter what the cost. And I can tell you, that came at a very high price.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
No, you wouldn't, would you? That is indeed the head of the lion I said I would get for you. But before I could kill the beast that succeeded in ripping off half of my face, which you can see now, dear Dora. I can't go out in the street without people looking at me, without screaming in horror. But now, Dora, you can love me forever. Kiss me, Dora. Kiss me.
No! No!
The next morning, Dora Berber's housekeeper arrived early and found dear Dora dead. She died horribly of a heart attack. The look of terror on Dora's face was a look that housekeeper would never, ever forget for the rest of her life. 3 days later, the body of a man was fished out of the Thames. He had a hideously disfigured face. Lesson in the learning, moral of the story. Be careful of what you say in jest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. We are Vaudeville Creepers, the world's most useless horror comedy.
Shut up!